Hello, good morning and welcome to the Breakfast News. I am David Okwasele. The headlines this morning. Governor Obiano reassures on cordial working relationship with state judiciary to enhance quick dispensation of justice. 750 youths graduate from Anambra State One Youth, One Skill program. Another batch of 326 stranded Nigerians returned from Libya. On the foreign scene, extreme weather hits Australia, causing health challenges. Justice Ijem Onwamwebu has been sworn in as the acting chief judge of Anambra State. The swearing ceremony performed by Governor William Obiano took place at the State Echo Chambers Government House, Oka. Government House correspondent Ejika Bana is our guide.
My official decision that I will preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. So help me God.
The function is the prerogative of the governor in line with Section 27, subsection 14 of the 1999 Constitution. Justice Onwamwebu, who is now the first female chief judge of Anambra State, was sworn in at a brief ceremony attended by retired and serving judges and magistrates in the state and southeastern states. Her emergence as the acting chief judge followed the voluntary retirement of the former chief judge, Justice Peter Umade, being the most senior judge in the state. Performing the function, Governor Obiano expressed the confidence that she will perform her duty to the best of her abilities, while promising to continue to work with the judiciary to ensure smooth and speedy delivery of justice. The governor appreciated the judiciary and everyone that ensured her emergence.
I want to reassure both the acting chief judge of the state and the members of the bar and the bench and bar in Anambra State that I will give her all the support required to deal with it.
The Attorney General of the state and Commissioner for Justice, Barrister Ujunwogo, described the event as remarkable and explained that the former chief judge, Justice Umade, voluntarily retired yesterday, adding that the governor's decision of appointing her is to ensure that there is no vacuum. Barrister Nwogo, while commending the governor for his commitment to good governance, reiterated that the state judiciary is happy with him and will continue to work with his administration.
Excellency, today we are here, like I inform others who are seated here, for this program, to swear in a lady of substance and the most senior judge of Anambra State. You did not go contrary, Your Excellency. You did what the law said.
Responding, the acting chief judge, Justice Ijem Onwamwebu, said that the appointment is a call to duty for her, pointing out that Anambra has received several commendations from the National Judicial Council, assuring that she will do better. Justice Onwamwebu pledged to work with other arms of government to ensure effective justice delivery to all, without fear or favor.
I have been called to lead the very hard-working judges of Anambra State. I also undertake that we will deliver justice to all manner of people without fear or favor. Particularly, we will work modestly with the other arms of government.
Some stakeholders who spoke to the ABS, including the Special Advisor to the Governor on Political Matters, Chief Ifeatu Obiokoye, State Chairman of Ohaneze, Chief Damian Okeke-Ogene, and Chief Godwin Okeke, commended the governor for appointing the new acting chief judge, expressing optimism that she will deliver on the job.
It did not create any gender crisis. We chose, as the Constitution and the Convention had required, chose from the most senior judge, who turns out to be a female.
Very happy that within my time in Anambra State, a woman was acting chief judge. Hopefully in a few months' time, he will be the chief judge of Anambra State.
We are happy with our governor and we are grateful to God for a big and very great day like this.
Handover of keys to her official cars and signing of documents featured at the event. From the ESCO Chambers, Government House, Oka, Ejike Abana, ABS News.
And to the legislative arm of government, the Speaker of the State House of Assembly, Barrister Rita Mada, was called on the citizenry to reciprocate the good governance of Governor Willie Obiano by voting en masse for APGA candidates in next Saturday's House of Assembly elections in the state. Speaking out in the Nnewi South Council area while addressing the electorate in the Nnewi South 2 constituency, Barrister Madagu maintained that the Obiano administration has greatly transformed all the communities in the state through his wonderful community development initiatives. The Speaker, who is the APGA House of Assembly candidate for Nnewi South 2 constituency, noted that she has achieved a lot in areas of construction of water boreholes, classroom blocks, hospitals, markets, as well as giving scholarships and employments to her constituents. She expressed gratitude to the Nnewi South 2 constituency for their resolve to give her massive support in next Saturday's House of Assembly election and promised to continue to offer them effective representation. Barrister Madagu enjoyed them to remain law-abiding and shown acts capable of truncating the election in the area. The Anambra State government has cancelled the collection of all forms of levies and fees in markets and streets across the state. A statement signed by the State Commissioner for Information and Public Enlightenment, Mr. C. Dawn Adenoba, said the cancellation will be in effect 1st June 2019. According to the statement, the 3-month cancellation period is to enable government and leadership of the various markets to deliberate and agree on a more better and effective model of collecting fees and levies in the markets. It reminded the public that the ban on sales of emblem is still in force, warning that anybody caught violating this cancellation and ban on sales of emblem will be arrested and prosecuted. The statement urges market unions and their leadership, traders, security agencies, and the public to comply with the directive. The Anambra State government has graduated 750 youths under the second batch of her One Youth, One Skill initiative. The report is here. The initiative, piloted under the Ministry of Youth Empowerment and Creative Economy, is targeted at empowering more than 10,000 youths in the state. The program was launched in 2018, and this graduation brings to 1,000 the number of persons trained under the scheme. The training covers pen making, makeup, gele and wig making, cosmetology, web designing, computer software development and maintenance, and were trained at 4 different centers in the 3 senatorial districts of the state. Speaking to the graduates, the Commissioner for Youth Empowerment and Creative Economy, Mr. Bonaventure Nemali, explained that apart from the program helping to provide job opportunities for the beneficiaries, it was also tailored to fill in the needs in the emerging economic subsectors in the state.
It goes beyond training, because what we are doing is to form a business circle of those who learned a trade under One Youth, One Skill. Because what we try to achieve through this program is the real-time training, real-time skill for Anambra youth.
Accompanied to the event by the Permanent Secretary in the Ministry, Mrs. Steph Kelly Uzo, the Youth Empowerment Commissioner said the program also fulfills Governor Willie Obiano's vision that every youth in Anambra State is empowered with at least a skill. 2 of the beneficiaries, Ms. Chika Onyedibe and Mr. Nkenke Nnatu, while appreciating the opportunity given to them, noted that it will not only make them self-reliant, but as well help them to empower others.
Ikorobi ụmụ agbọghọbịa apụta n'igwe ka abịa mụọ aka na aka ọrụ amaka abụrụ kịta abụzụ mgbe eji certificate eji asambodo eme ọ bụ na onye nwere aka n'ụwa ịma na nke ya kara aka.
Our regard goes to the governor for bringing out this empowerment to the youth, and we are saying we all appreciate what Light has done today, and it's a good work.
It's also worthy to note that among the 750 persons benefiting from the second batch of One Youth, One Skill program are also persons living with disabilities who have been empowered in their own ways to become self-reliant and contribute to the society. From Omunze, Orumba South Local Government Area, this is David Obukwase reporting for ABS News. The National Emergency Management Agency, NEMA, has received a fresh batch of returnees from Libya. The NEMA coordinator in Lagos, Idris Mohammed, told journalists that the returnees numbering 326 arrived the cargo wing of the Murtala Mohammed International Airport in 2 batches. The repatriated Nigerians were brought back by the International Organization for Migration, IOM, through its Assisted Voluntary Returnees AVR initiative funded by the European Union for the reintegration of the returnees back into their country. Giving a breakdown of the figures, Mohammed explained that the returnees comprise 291 adults, 8 children, and 27 infants. Speaking further, he appealed to the youth to make good use of their stay and plan for a better life in the country. Australia has experienced its hottest summer on record, according to the nation's Bureau of Meteorology. Hundreds of individual heat records were charted across the country over the past 3 months. The warm weather, 2.14 centigrade above the long-term average, caused bushfires, blackouts, and a rise in hospital admissions. Wildlife also suffered, with reports of mass deaths of wild horses, native bats, and fish. Temperatures had exceeded the previous hottest summer in 2012-2013 by nearly 1 centigrade, according to the climatologist Blair Trewin. The long-term average summer temperature in Australia is considered to be 27.5 centigrade, the Bureau said in a statement. Australia experienced at least 5 of its warmest days on record in January, the nation's hottest month ever. Every state and territory was affected by South Australia, Victoria, and New South Wales bore the brunt of the extreme temperatures. The senior men's national basketball team has been grouped alongside France, Germany, and Italy in the qualification Group A for a place in the 2019 FIBA 3x3 World Cup. The men's team, currently ranked 76th in the world and 10th in Africa, failed to secure an automatic qualification. This was after they fell short of qualification even after winning the FIBA Africa Cup title in Benin Republic. They faced the 3x3 superpowers in San Juan, Puerto Rico between May 4 and 5. In spite of being the underdogs in the group, the team will hope to defeat world number 25, Germany, and Italy, who are ranked 17th in the global ranking table. And on a sad note, late Mrs. Victoria Okechi, mother of Martins Okechi of the Anambra Broadcasting Service, has been laid to rest at Nkwela Okozo. Correspondent Kenneth Kuchkwode, who was there, now reports.
It was a sad moment as late Mrs. Victoria Okechi, who died at the age of 70 years, was being lowered to her grave with the dust-to-dust rite performed by her children and other relatives as tears flowed ceaselessly. In a homily during the Requiem Mass, Reverend Father Peter Wanso said that the death of a virtuous person is a gateway to heaven, noting that death is a necessary end to all mortals. Reverend Father Wanso pointed out that Mrs. Okechi, who was a chorister, served God dedicatedly with her voice at St. Raphael's Catholic Church, Okuzu, and trained all her children in the way of God, despite losing her husband early in marriage, calling on Christians to emulate her life.
Man is ordained to die, as each and every one of us will go through that way. Our mother, Victoria, has chosen that path, hoping that the well life she lived on this earth will open for her a gateway to heaven.
Some of the children of the deceased who spoke after her interment, including Mr. Jude and Ms. Ebere Okechi, said that their mother was a pillar of support in their life, who brought them up in the way of the Lord.
Up somebody very soon in a special way on by up somebody na shock na like a market in Udo on the belly of Toto, Avio, Abba, Nebo. I never make a one day.
My neighbor, on all the cornapo, Mapolompa, Nabu, everything to us, and only pray the rule of everything. Or as in Sinsi, in Japan, we don't interact and run. Afunu as in Okwenu Bero, Kaila, anything.
For Mr. Martins Okechi, a staff of ABS, said his mother was a loving woman. Despite the early death of their father, trained them up uprightly, assuring that they would uphold her legacy.
If I should remember what we shared as a mom and a child, when I remember that, I feel very sad and feel very bad too about it. But there's no two ways about it. I have to concur with that because death is an eventuality. It's a call that everybody must answer. I have no option.
The burial ceremony featured display by women group, condolence visits by friends and well-wishers, including the MD, CEO of ABS, Chief Uche Nwora, ABS management staff, and the Deputy Governor of Anambra State press crew. From Nkwela Okozo, it's been Kenechukwu Chukwudi for ABS News.
Our deepest condolences to the family of Okechi of Okozo, especially to our own Martins. Remember that you can follow news and programs on ABS from any part of the world by logging on to our website, www.absradiotv.com. You can like us at www.facebook.com/ABSRadioTelevision. You can also follow us on Twitter and Instagram at ABS Radio TV. Now, before we go, the main point again. Governor Obiano has reassured on cordial working relationship with state judiciary to enhance quick dispensation of justice. 750 youths have graduated from Anambra State One Youth, One Skill program. 326 stranded Nigerians have returned from Libya. On the foreign scene, we told you that extreme weather has hit Australia, causing health challenges. And that's the news this morning. I am David Obokwasile, thanking you for joining us. The weekend show continues right after now. Stay with us.
This is ABS, Heartbeat of the East.